Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and it's Monday evening. I come to you live Mondays at 7 p.m. Arizona time, and it is starting to get nice and warm, and I love it that it's so much warmer. I'm enjoying this weather. I don't know if anyone else is, but I'm loving it. I hope everyone had a great day and a nice weekend. I've been running around like crazy, trying to get ready for my trip. We leave this Friday and super excited about that. So we are going on a cruise and we are going to cruise. Good evening, Mom. Thanks for joining. So we are going to go on a cruise to the Caribbean. Super excited about that. I can't wait to do that. So getting last minute stuff done and getting ready to do that. I am getting stuff laid out so I can get it all packed and ready to go. And then we'll leave Friday morning and then we'll come back the next Saturday. So that's super fun. So we're just kind of getting stuff organized and ready and situated. Sorry. So I was looking through all of our stuff that I have, and we have lots of stuff coming in and going out, but I still haven't got my order. Stampin' Up! Is telling me it's taking about 12 days for it to get delivered. So maybe when I come back, I'll have my new order. In the meantime, I think I'm going to place another order because some good news. The 19th, so in a couple days, we have free shipping. So that's going to even be more fun. I'm going to place another order because my first order, all I ordered was colors. I ordered all the new colors, but I didn't order any stamp sets. So I'm going to order some new stamp sets. So I'm going to have a stamp class. So I'm going to have class on May 6th. No guarantees that I will have any of my new stuff by then, but you know what, it doesn't really matter because I think what I'm going to do for my class is we have graduations coming up, we have Mother's Day coming up, and we have spring stuff coming up. So I have a whole bunch of stuff that I can pull from my stash and we can make cards for that. So in my family, I have a graduation coming up. So my nephew's daughter is graduating. We just got an invitation for her graduation. It's May 26th. So like, oh, so I think I need to make her a graduation card and send it to her. So I thought, oh, I bet other people have graduations coming up. So I thought that would be fun to make a graduation card. So I think I'll make her one. And I thought we would do that in class. And then we have Mother's Day, and then we have some springs. Just so that maybe we'd make some spring cards. We have a bunch of spring flowering stuff, and I think we have a stamp set that says Happy Spring or something about spring. So I thought for stamp class we would just do something about spring, some spring colors. So I thought we would do that. So that's May 6th from 9 to noon. So if you're interested, just shoot me a note. I've already sent out the invitation. If you're on my email list, you got an invitation today, so just reply to that. Otherwise, just send me an email saying you want to come to class, and I can certainly send you out an invitation. Anyway, so what I thought, I have a whole bunch of paper that, you start cutting out things, and you end up with all these little scraps of paper. Literally all different kinds of paper. You end up with all these little scraps of paper, and you're like, what do you do with these? And so I started looking through some stuff, and I'm like, oh, well, you can put them on cards, and you can make all different kinds of other cards with them. So I started looking, and I found this. Typically, this card is called Stack and Shuffle, and you really take an actual you can take any size card, DSP. You can take it and cut it down to be like a what is my size? I had the size earlier. It can be a 3 by 3 1/4 by 5 and then cut it into these dimensions. But I had all these scraps, so I just cut the scraps into the dimensions and made this card. So, I mean, I already have all the scraps. So I had scraps from the Regency Park, but I had scraps from all kinds of other paper, and I just toss them in this. This is how I keep them. Everybody else keeps them differently, but you can keep them however you keep them. But I just toss them back in this paper so I know what they go to. But anyways, so this is the first card that I made, and then the other card we're going to make is different because I had different scraps from the same thing. And then I just pulled, I was like, what do I want to say? I was going to say a birthday. You can say thanks, you can say happy birthday, because there's a thanks on here. But best wishes, happy birthday, you could do all kinds of things. So you just have to decide what you want to stamp and then how you want to cut it out. So we have some circle punches. So that's what I wanted to use, I want to use the circle punches. But we have all kinds of other die sets that you can use that you can layer. So we have a circle punch 1 3/4 and our 2-inch circle punch. We have a new circle punch and I think it's this 1 3/4. It's online that you can purchase, but I think it's this size, and it goes well with our 2-inch circle punch. So that's what I wanted to use. So I just started looking through all the stamp sets. This one's going away. The artistically inked, it's going away, but we could pick any number of ones and you can figure out which one fits in which set that you want to use. So again, I just pulled one off my shelf, but this is one of the ones I made, and we're going to make one that's just out of the same paper family, but a different color background. So, and I didn't have ribbon that's going to go with this paper, so I'm going to make it differently, but I think it turned out really nice. So I used the Night of Navy, and then I used balmy blue as my background. And I had some of this ribbon that goes with this Night of Navy ribbon, which I think is going away as well. And then, of course, our white inside. So I pulled out the happy birthday stamp to stamp happy birthday, and I thought, no, because what if I decide, hi, Sarah, thanks for joining. Decided if I didn't want to put happy birthday in it, I didn't want to. So I decided not to. So the card we're going to make tonight is going to be on a green background. So we still have shaded spruce. So I decided to do shaded spruce and change up the flower papers, but it's still out of this same, still out of the Regency Park pages. So typically, like I said, you normally, it's a one sheet and you cut it to like 3 3/4 by 5, and then you cut it to these little pieces. But since I had all these little pieces already, I just cut some of them to be this size. So I just cut it a little different. So, and sometimes people just put that pieces right on here and they don't have this other piece, but I wanted this other piece to give it a little dimension. So this piece is simple. It's 5 1/4 by 4. So again, I use the same balmy blue. So I'm going to put them all on this paper and then put it on our green. So our first square is 2 1/2 by 2 3/4. And when you put these on here, you just do it like 1/8 of an inch. And I don't ever like measure, but you just kind of set it on here and you can do that. Now, I couldn't decide. I think this is too much. So I know that balmy blue matches this balmy blue, and I know it's a bit much, but I didn't like this other side because there's too many flowers. So I still did that. So this square is 2 1/2 by 2 1/4. And then this one is 1 1/4 by 1 3/4. And it's going to go down here. And this is 1 1/4 by 1 3/4. and then it all fits on there like this. And like I said, normally you take one sheet and you cut it all differently, but I just cut the squares how they had cut it. Normally you stack it all and then you just cut it all like that, but I had all these little bitty pieces, so they were just scraps, and so I just cut them into the size that it fits on there. So I had all the scrap pieces anyways. So then I'm gonna just glue these on here. I'm gonna just use up all these scrap pieces because they were all oddball scraps anyways. So I was like, I'm gonna just use them and cut them down anyways. So. And it all matches anyways. So I just kind of started with this corner piece, and I just got it so that it was just barely on each side, and then I matched this piece. I did this piece to the bottom part, and then that leaves that gap there. And they're all portioned so it will match. It all lines up here. You could use the other sides too, but getting to where I'm doing mixing patterns. Hi, Heather. Thanks for joining. It was so nice to see everyone. I was so sad I couldn't go to crafting, but oh my goodness. I still am not ready to go on my trip, and I leave Friday. Like, oh my gosh, all the running around you have to do to get ready to go on a trip. It's crazy. I feel like you're never ready to go. And this one will go here. Ouch. Okay, so then I'm going to put this on here. These are colors we still have. And they'll be carrying over to the new catalog. Okay, so I already cut out the white circle. I'm going to stamp with the shaded spruce. And I just did hello, but I didn't have any shaded spruce ribbon like I did with the other one. So I saw someone make a ribbon, so we're going to do that. We're going to make a ribbon. Oh, we had to put the white on the inside before I forget. Oh, thanks, Mom. Yeah, I couldn't decide what kind of nails I wanted to do, so I did pink again, but I did a different flower this time. Better do a different one. I'm going to put the white on the inside. Okay, now I cut the white circle out. And I'm going to stamp the hello. In the middle. Perfect. Okay. Now I did bring in, oh, there it is. Let's stamp a circle. Alright. Oh, you know what I didn't get? I didn't get any gems. I was going to look for some gems and I didn't find any. I'm sure I have some because I have a bazillion. Does anyone else have like a million gems? Because you know what? You can never have too much bling. And I just didn't look in my pile. I was going to find some. I'll put some on later. All right. So I popped the other one and I still am going to pop this up even though I didn't have a ribbon. So what I did was I saw somebody cut this out and I thought that was a great idea. So we made our own ribbon. So I just cut this, I think it's like a ½ inch, and then I just cut up the middle and then cut each side. But I made this too long, so I think I'm just going to put this back here. And I'm going to stick this out here. I'm going to put a pop dot on there. I could cut it off too, but I'm going to just put a pop dot on there. A glue dot, rather, sorry. So that I know. Yeah. I'm doing another glue dot. I'm making my own little ribbon, and then I'll put dimensionals on the back. It's because I like dimensionals. So. And then I'll find some gems to put on here because it'll, but I just think that, I should have had that one a little closer. All right, I get in this room, my nose wants to run. Excuse me. But I know, put gems around there and I think that'll make it look really nice. But then you use up our little scraps that we have everywhere. I mean, and then you can put something in the inside. Like I said, I have happy birthday, but I didn't know if I wanted to put happy birthday or I might just pick a different one, but at least that way we've made something out of it because I don't have the ribbon like I do there, but then we've made something that should have been moved over just a little bit, but super easy card. I should have cut out more, but it took me a while to figure out how to do the dimensions to get those all on there, but that was super simple. You guys have the rest of your night. I gave you back some more hours, but so this was the other one that I made and I had the ribbon to match with it. And this one I didn't, so I made kind of like a little ribbon part to it, but we all have different scraps laying around, tons and tons of it. So I thought, well, we could do something else with it. And I liked Sarah's idea she did last week with our scraps, and that got me thinking we've got to have other ideas to use up some of our scraps that we have everywhere. So I kind of was like, oh yeah, I do. So I gave some more ideas to kind of utilize them and use them up. So, but that's what I have for tonight. It usually takes me forever to make a card, so I usually use up the whole time, but I didn't have to do that tonight. So anyways, well, I will be out next week because I will be, thank you, Heather. I will be on the water. I will be cruising on the water next week. So I will be back the following week. And I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing card wise. So I will figure it out when I get back. I come back Saturday. So hopefully I'll have something figured out on Sunday. So everyone have a good time this week at Sarah's retreat. Yeah, I know. I'm super excited. I can't wait to go. I'm so excited. So, but I'll see everybody when I get back. Everyone have a great week, and I'll give you back some time for tonight. Have a great time. See you.